Evening guys, it's Cole from the Two Traders. Tonight I'm just going to take you through a few of the charts I've shared with our Telegram group. It's free to be in our Telegram group, it's free to use our website and our analysis zone. So get in there guys and you will all learn something from it. Here's a chart that I shared on copper before this move happened with our Telegram group. You've got the demand zone here, you've got the supply zone at the top, and this is a supply zone here as well. So what we basically saw with this one, we saw the price coming up. As it got to this area here where I've circled into this supply zone, we've actually seen a drop in volume, meaning that we're probably not going to push through and up to this upper zone here. But in fact come back down. Now what we've done, price has come back down on it with a little bit of volume as it's added, but we've stalled at this level here, pushed back up, giving it one more go to push higher and failed. Now if we zoom in, you can see these wicks here, and what's ended up happening, volume's dropped, not enough volume to push that price through, and as volume's picked up here, you can see, and price has really plummeted down. Now I didn't fully expect it to come down all the way to the bottom straight away. However, there's no telling what the market is actually going to do 100%, and it has got that momentum, it's got the volume, and the chances are it's going to push down now to this lower demand zone. From here, we'll have to watch. I think we're going to see a lot of support, as you can see if we drag this along. There's going to be a fair bit of support. Now if we were to, we're going to have to pull that out onto the weekly actually to have a little look, make things a little bit clearer there. So as you can see, you've got all these wicks on a weekly, so there's going to be a lot of buyers sitting around this level here. So if we do get down, so as price comes down, what you're also going to see is people will exit the trade. So it depends how many people exit, because they know as we get to here, it might start turning around. So what we'll see is if we get to here and we get a rejection, then you can be sure that we're most likely going to head back up to this zone, or even if we've taken this out, we're going to go straight to the top. However, if we break and hold here, then we could then introduce ourselves back down to these lower levels from 2016. However, I do think that we are going to see a fair amount of support and head back up once we've hit this zone here. But that's something to keep an eye on over the coming days. Really, we could hit that zone as early as tomorrow, so it's something to look out for. Let's have a look at what other markets we've got. Nat gas, let's get rid of all these lines quick. So nat gas is an interesting one. It looks like it's going to head down and hit the lows from 4 years ago before making a decision. So let's actually get that drawn on. So this is where there's going to be a demand, and we're going to see what happens from here. Let me zoom out to the weekly, see if we can get a better idea. So the lowest point we've ever had is from 2016, 2015, 2016. So the chances are when we come down to this level, we're probably going to see a rejection. We might not hit it because you might find a lot of the sellers take their profit, so it might head up a little bit earlier. But what I would want to see is a rejection, a push up, increase in volume on that push up, just like when we hit these highs here. As we got to these high points here, look at this, the rejections were bigger and the volume was big to drive that price back down to this level. So nat gas again, it's going to be an interesting one. It is quite expensive to trade though, so only trade that. Really, you want to be risking 1%, 2% maximum, but if you can go with 1% or even less, then fantastic. It gives you space to learn as well. Gold, not really. It's testing this high again before coming down. So I've not been involved in gold. I'm not getting involved in gold at the moment. Soybean doing exactly what I said it would. We've come up, test these highs, testing. There we go. See this low. So we've come up to test this low. That's all we're doing is testing levels after level after level. Head back down. That's coming back down to here, possibly. Could see that, depending if we have the momentum, especially after this. This is a kind of rejection candle here, where prices come down, push back up, volume's reasonable, but I think over the coming days we're going to see that at least come down to test this level, possibly break through, test here before heading back up. We had this here, so as you can see in May 19 we were hitting lows, which that's going to be, pull that out for you, make it nice and easy. So yeah, look at that from 2008, and this is how volume reacts, helps a market, smart money. So when we've come down to this low that's been there since 2008, don't forget, it's a long time. What happened was we saw a hell of a lot of volume push that price away, and then we've dropped out of volume a little bit and we played around in this area here. But you can see when we get to those lows, and just like if we get to the highs, we're going to see an increase in volume. See there, you can see that pick up there compared to what it was at the time. Yeah, that's what you're going to see. So keep an eye on soybean. I do think I think it's going to come down to here, but you could always catch that. If it rejects here, pick up in volume, that's when you can look to buy with a good risk to reward. Let's have a little look and see. Just so that comes down here, a safe spot would be to put your stop loss there, and you can get a fair risk to reward out of that as well. You might have to hold that for a little while though to see those returns. What else? Palladium. Where are you, Palladium? Palladium. This is one I spoke about on eToro. People just seem to think things can just keep on rising. Like this incline here, it's a bit like what we saw with Bitcoin. It became too steep. It wasn't ever going to keep up. It was never going to continue. It can't. It's too steep. At some point, the buyers are going to pull out and take their profit. Now we've kind of seen that, and we're going to see price come back down to this level and test this high here, and then we'll reassess that and see where it goes from there. But you've got to remember, but you don't want to be buying up here. It's fine if you when you want to buy is when you see that breakout retest, then you want to buy it after you've seen a couple of decent candles again. So we've come back down to test this level. You could start buying it around here. That's what you've got to look for in the market. Don't jump in. Don't feel like you're gonna miss out on something. Now there's a lot of decent markets decent markets to trade. This is my prediction. I make these kind of predictions all the time, so that's going to come down. These are the levels I'm looking at, and it's going to make that kind of pattern. I've done it so many times. I've done it with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a nice simple one as well. Here, prediction, didn't quite hit the zone I wanted, but it's going to go back up and test. But we've got a lot where we could see reversals. I think some of the markets are stretched at the moment, so just be cautious when you're trading. Here's one I took on US dollar CAD. Again, it come down. This this zone here was a zone where what you got to think about is a lot of people will be looking at this level here. Now, for me, to just buy because you're getting close to that level is stupid, because if you was looking at this level, for instance, and you thought, well, price is coming down, I'm just going to buy it. Yeah, you get stopped out. You need to look at the bigger picture. So when this has come down to here, the market's just smashed straight through it. So if you've bought, you've been taken straight out. However, had you wait for the uplift in volume, this candle here, yeah, or even just wait to break back into this zone and bought, you can put your stop loss below this zone, and you're going to get a much better, one, you're going to get a better risk to reward, but two, you're going to avoid that stupid mistake of just buying because you think the market's going to turn. Now, you can't trade on, I think the market's going to turn. You need to wait for that confirmation. Wait for the confirmation of a rejection. Wait for the volume. Wait for possible moving average crossover. Wait for everything to tie in together before making that move. Right, guys, I'm not going to bore you anymore. I think there is some things to learn from what I've spoke about in this video, and I will come back with some more videos over the coming weeks just to try and help you and guide you on your way. Thanks a lot, guys.